The fastest growing YouTube creators right now look nothing like Mr. Beast. You see, YouTube is changing. It's moving away from the overly edited and shouting for attention Mr. Beast style YouTube videos. And the audience on YouTube are gravitating towards more authentic and simple videos. So let me show you 9 normal people who have built a dream business because they're winning on YouTube by posting very simple videos. Just copy what's working right now. We're going to be covering exactly what they do, why it works, and how you can copy it without burning out or overthinking. I almost didn't want to post this video because I thought it was not polished enough, but that's exactly the point. So the first person I want to show you is this lady called Alexa Saranoia. I hope I pronounced that right. Let's take a look at my first impression about this channel. And usually I hit this about section. Okay, so she's about YouTube growth and she looks a little older than me at least. She looks like she's helping people above 40 to build a business and grow on YouTube. Now, what are they selling? I always take a look at this because knowing what they're selling will determine the kind of content that they do. So the way I do that is just go to this about section right here and just check out the links. Okay, so this is her mentorship program. Teaches people above 40 how to grow a YouTube channel and make a business out of it. Now, the next thing I do is usually I go to videos and I look at their popular videos. So the top 3 videos, I made my full income in 6 months. I made $72,000. I made $37,000. How YouTube changed my life. So basically, her top performing videos are the exact amount of money that she earned with YouTube. And this one is how YouTube changed my life. So that taps into the desire of the audience is fed up with their job and their current state. They want to change their life and they think YouTube is the vehicle to do that. Okay, so the next thing I like to take a look at is how they got started. So I go by the oldest video. So she started to create content about shamanic journey, YouTube revenue, making money online, YouTube success. Okay, so she's pretty on point still about starting YouTube. You can see the difference in the thumbnail when she started. And now let's take a look at the latest videos. This is the moment you stop being new on YouTube. Most creators never do this. The numbers you're obsessing over don't matter. Nobody cares about your channel. Get people to watch your videos. This simple channel audit. No time for YouTube. So it's basically videos helping new YouTubers grow and the mistakes to avoid. Out of this, any particular video that caught my eye was actually this one right here. The simple channel audit shows you exactly how to grow faster. Because I'm trying to grow my YouTube, maybe I'm doing something wrong or I'm missing something, and I feel like this video has the key to that answer. So this video caught my attention. Now we're gonna analyze why I think she blew up. Well, if you look at her oldest video and her popular video and latest, she's pretty on point. She still talks about growing on YouTube and monetizing and targeting people around her age because the way she looks. And also it's a little bit calm, not much crazy editing. So it resonates with the older folks. And if we were to play some of her videos here, you got nice slides, professional. She talks like a friend, and the stories that she tells make me believe that she has experience and I should listen to her. So this lady has been posting only about a year, and her most popular video is around 200K views. So it's amazing progress, and she has about 50,000 subscribers. The next guy I want to show you is David Boland. So David Boland currently at 40,000 subscribers. So the first impression about this channel is quite unique, is that he teaches people how to create content to start an online business is what it looks like. If you take a look at his about section, create and earn. Sounds very creative business to me. And what are they selling? So if we click here, the link, this goes to his school, which I am in. So he's selling coaching for authentic creators. Now let's take a look at his top performing video. So it's how self-improvement ruined my life, how traveling ruined my life. Pretty broad. I tried living without a smartphone. So his top performing videos are contrarian takes on topics that a lot of people can relate to. So let's take a look at how he got started 3 years ago. My experience with entities, energy, vampires, and dark agendas. The reason stop traveling. Here's why hard work doesn't pay. Okay, so he's pretty random when he starts, not really a niche. And let's take a look at his latest videos. Now it's more about him sharing his coaching business journey. And a lot of them, if I notice, is negative angle. Like, you are not this. Don't do this. Anti this. It's not luck. Be unemployable. Don't do this. We are fucked. So basically, it's very negative because those catch attention. So I'm going to show you, this is the video that introduced me to this particular creator. which is this one right here. Create content and never work a job again. 20K per month roadmap. So the reason why this resonated because, well, I quit my job and run my business. And I intend to do that with content. When he said create content and never work a job again, that really resonated with me. And then the 20K per month roadmap is my direction of where I want to go. I want to hit 10K, 20K, 30K, whatever. So he called it out exactly what I want. And the thumbnail says fuck work. And that's exactly how I feel about work. So he's basically in the online business niche, which is very competitive, but he really stands out because he is an interesting character. You know, a lot of these online business gurus, they all like basically marketing bros, right? They all like move to Dubai. Oh, here's my rented Lambo. Look at my fancy watch, my cigar, all the flashy lifestyle. But he's none of that. He's very chill. He looks like a homeless person, but that adds to his charm. He always takes videos outside, which is unique because a lot of the other bros, they always take pictures of like a Porsche at the back just to show off. So he's not showing off. So that's unique. That's different. See, he's taking pictures in like the garden, like at a Airbnb. It's just nice. If we click on one of these videos, he's very calm. He shoots outside. The video is kind of muted in color. It has a little bit of that vintage look, which is unique. He's not overly sharp and impeccable storytelling. So he wants to tell you something in the video, but he tells it through stories, but it really lands. So he's really good at storytelling. All right, moving on to the next person, which is Aaron Knightley. So my first impression about this channel, if you just skim through, he has a lot of job content. So basically he's targeting employees to quit their job so they can build an online business. Let's take a look at their about section. Online business, content creation, entrepreneurship. Yep, it doesn't really have a particular link, but let's click on all services here. Free discovery call. So he's a little all over the place, this guy. He got too many options. Like if you're trying to sell something online, don't have a menu of stuff like this. This is too much. Like I don't know what to click. So just make it simple for people. If we click on the discovery call, that's usually for something really expensive that he wants to sell. One-to-one discovery call to see if I can help you towards designing a life you want. Okay, so this is a free call, but once you get on the call, he probably try to pitch you some sort of offer to help solve that problem. So it's probably a coaching mentorship kind of deal. All right, so let's take a look at his top 3 performing videos. We go on to popular, working hard in a job is scam, stop thinking you need a job, why working 4 hours a week is a joke. Yeah, so basically he's just shitting on jobs is really working for him and his audience. So let's take a look at how he got started by oldest, 5 years ago. Okay, so he's talking about money topics like investing, but it's a little all over the place. And then the thumbnail is also a little, day in the life, investor and entrepreneur. Yeah, so basically he talks about money, but very scattered. Investment here, business there, investor here. Let's take a look at his latest videos, and it's more gravitating towards quitting job. So the topic here is he knows his audience want to start an online business, but the angle is the emotion of the people who are in pain at the current job. They feel hopeless. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's not fulfilled. So he's attacking that angle, and it's clearly working with him. So which particular video caught my eye? The video that I discovered this guy was this one right here. I will never go back to a job, self-employment versus employment. So why this caught my eye was because, well, first of all, it's different. He's driving in his car. That's different. Usually it's a talk down video just like this one. And he says, I quit, like really huge. And then I'm like, quit what, right? Going back to work 9 to 5. And this is exactly how I feel too. So this resonated with me, and then watched this video and I'm like, all right, this guy is really on point. And immediately I like the guy. Now let's take a look at why I think this guy blows up to 67,000 subscribers is because I feel like I'm sitting next to him in his car and he's just dropping all these knowledge. And he's also unique because he's taking videos of him while he's driving, and not a lot of people are doing this. So that makes him unique. We take a look at most of his latest videos. So a lot of his latest video, he also experiment a lot more with him driving. It seems to be working really well for him. A lot of people are not happy with their jobs, and he's calling it out, and that really resonates with the audience. Moving on to the next person, this lady is called Virginia Kerr. She's at 70,000 subscribers. She's doing really well. What is this channel about? If you take a look, first glance, she's a YouTube growth, but because she looks older, 40, 50 plus, she's targeting people around her age to start YouTube and build a business. Okay, so what is she selling? She has 20 years in TV and video, helping people over 40 grow their income with YouTube and storytelling. These are her free lead magnets, and I think this is her landing page. Okay, so it is a coaching program. All right, so let's take a look at her most popular videos. YouTube upload the right way. I made YouTube videos and learned this. How to make thumbnails to get more views. She's mostly about YouTube growth for beginners. And let's take a look at the latest videos. All of them is quite consistent about YouTube. And again, I see a pattern here. This stops YouTubers over 40 getting views. Hate B-roll, do this. YouTube intro mistakes that kill views. YouTube got easy when I filmed B-roll. So she's targeting a lot of the pain points the audience feels rather than teaching them how to do this, how to do that. So I think that's pretty interesting. Now, which one of her videos really stood out to me? If I'm honest with you, all these YouTube growth bros, I ignore them because I think they're all telling the same thing. But this one particular video really stood out to me, which is I hacked the YouTube algorithm, and she looks older, like 40, 50, and somehow the combination of that makes me feel like maybe she knows something that the regular YouTube bros are not talking about because of her age. This is the video that got me in. So why do I think she blew up? Number one, she's pretty consistent. This channel is about people around her age to grow YouTube, right? If we just click on one of these videos, she's a really good storyteller. She talks like a friend, and she has pretty good B-roll. When she's talking about something, she wants to show that she's talking about that thing, and then she shows it like this. These are all B-rolls. So she's pretty good. Like, there's quite a lot of effort, but it's really good storytelling method for her. But I think that's her unique edge, right? She's willing to do the B-roll, which is actually really simple, but put together, it tells a really great story. She used to be a TV anchor. Mentioning that adds credibility to her because she's a video coach. And because of her age, and she's also a woman, makes her completely different than the regular YouTube bros that you see online. All right, moving on to the next guy, Kai Myers. So this guy's hovering around 25K subscribers, pretty good. So we look at the first impression of this channel, very interesting. He put the post right on top here. He has a membership. He looks like a YouTube bro, but for people around his age, 40 plus. Yep, definitely a YouTube bro. And what is he selling? Let's take a look. People over 40 go on YouTube. So they seem to be quite a market for older people to get on YouTube. He has a work with me one-to-one. Let's check it out. Strategies. So basically how creators grow. Yeah, this is a mentorship and a pretty good landing page too. And besides the one-to-one, he also has a community group coaching at $39 a month. Okay, so let's take a look at his popular videos. How much money YouTube paid me, how YouTube changed my life, how to survive being a small YouTube channel, how often should I upload on YouTube to grow. So basically it's showing how his life changed and how he made money from YouTube being someone around that age. So let's take a look at how he started. Oh yeah, he's pretty consistent talking about YouTube. Pretty new channel over a year ago. And his latest videos is still pretty consistent, and is mostly about YouTube/Google updates. You see, the thumbnail is mostly negative. 90% won't make it. Stop doing this. Nobody talks about this. Are you posting enough? Don't quit. It's more negative angle because that catches attention. So the video that caught my eye from this guy was this one right here. YouTube changed my life in less than a year. So if I actually play this video, it's a really relatable story. When he started, he was confident on camera and he had all the footage. His storytelling is really good. To have all these footages of him starting out, see video 55 and he's stumbling and doesn't know what to say. It makes the audience feel like, hey, this guy is legit. He's gone through a lot. So if we take a look at why I think this guy did well, is because he stuck to one topic, which is YouTube growth, and his unique angle is targeting people around his age, 40 plus. And because of that, he's really chill, calm. His storytelling is just amazing. He shows the vulnerability side of growing a YouTube channel, and there's a lot of humility. He's not showing off like, hey, I'm amazing, look at me. It's just, hey, I'm just some guy. When I started, I was so nervous on camera. He has footage of all that, like video 51, video 50. It's massive proof. The storytelling is impeccable. The next person I want to show you is this kid called Mino Lee. I think he's Korean American. 24,000 subscribers. So first look, he is short form video, like Instagram and TikTok growth. What is he selling? Let's take a look. Start your personal brand. Normal people turning content creation into a career using our system. So yeah, basically mentorship, like a group thing. Cool. Let's take a look at his popular videos. It's about go viral authentically on Instagram. How I hooks that get 1 million views. That's really good proof. How I script videos to get 1 million views every time, just copy me. So yeah, short form video content, TikTok, Instagram. And how did he start it? The reality of making money as a content creator is not that deep. Talent is bullshit. This is your sign to go all in. So basically he's teaching people about content creation, but he targets the emotion, the fear, the feeling of somebody who's starting, and that's what he targets. So I think we start to see a pattern here. And his latest videos is mostly breakdowns, full guides, and showing a lot of proof, sharing your screen. The video that really caught my attention was this one. I mastered viewer psychology and I got 100K followers in 30 days. Let's click on this. Usually I don't listen to younger kids because I find them annoying, but the more I listen to this guy, clearly he knows what he's talking about. And he's really chill and talks like I'm his friend, not looking down on me. And that's really nice. He's really good at storytelling and has a lot of proof. So this is him in his coaching program. This is just proof, like, hey, these are all the people learning with me. It's just proof. What's working for this guy in particular is that he has a lot of proof. He's young and he's Asian American, and somehow that resonates with me because I'm also Asian. And he has really good storytelling. A lot of his content is targeting the fear and the worries that his target audience has. They want to blow up. They want to make money. They often think about niche. Should I become the niche? Should I this and that? So they all target the fears of that target audience. So the next lady is Dea. You guys probably have seen her. She recently, well, within a year, blew up to 200K. She's doing really well. So first impression, she looks like she's a channel about freelancing, getting clients, freelancing, service work, gig economy, and online entrepreneurship. What is she selling? She has a boot camp. So the boot camp is probably like some sort of mentorship or a group thing. Now let's take a look at her popular videos. I didn't quit YouTube because of this book. Now I have 100K. Best and worst online business. 11 income streams. I read this book, which is something that people who are in online business, they probably read. How I build systems. So basically, it's about online business and entrepreneurship. Let's see how she started. 4 years ago, yep, she documents her journey as a freelancer. And her latest videos are all about proof of her online income and what she's done. So the video that caught my eye was her most popular video. I didn't quit YouTube because of this book. Now I have 100K subscribers and it's called The Dip. And the reason why this resonated with me because I'm also experienced the dip where I grew my channel to a certain point and then it plateaus no matter what I do. When she made this video reviewing that book about this concept, it really resonated with me. Like, oh, I'm in the dip. It gives me hope that if I plow through, I will eventually become like her. So this particular video really resonated with me. And if you watch her video, she has really good presentation. So that's what makes her unique. So she's explaining stuff, but she explains it in a way that she's showing a slide and the slide's kind of cute, like very girly. But I like the way that she explains it. It doesn't feel like she's lecturing me. It feels like she's showing a friend how she does stuff to help me. I think that's really working and she's talking from experience. The next lady I found was this lady called Sabah Ali. She has 38K subs right now. First impression, she's about manifestation and mindset. What is she selling? Let's take a look at her website because she has a consultation and then a membership. She's probably a manifestation coach. Let's take a look at her popular videos. Exact Joe Dispenza strategy. I used to manifest my life. Manifest. She really carved out a niche for herself in the manifestation niche. Her oldest videos, let's see how she got started. Oh wow, 8 years ago. And it's just, you know, young freshman college kid sharing random things about her life, unrelated. But her latest videos are all about manifestations. And that seems to be working really well for her. The video that really caught my eye, that introduced me to her, was the Exact Joe Dispenza strategies. It resonated with me because at the time where I found her, I was really into manifestation myself. Just like any other business owners out there, a lot of us are a little bit spiritual and maybe superstitious because we feel like, oh, we want to manifest and stuff like that to make our business better. I was told by some people to read a book by Joe Dispenza. I was aware of who Joe Dispenza was, that she made the video about how she used Joe Dispenza's strategy to manifest her life. So that caught my eye. You see, how she got into my radar was by leveraging somebody who's already famous and then talking about that. Her target audience is people like me. And what do people like me follow? Like Joe Dispenza. So all she did was say, hey, I use Joe Dispenza's stuff and this is how it worked on me. That caught my attention because I was reading that exact book. Now, why she did well? She has a lot of proof. She looks very polished. She looks like a way bigger YouTuber than she actually is. She has a lot of social proof and she talks like a friend. She's been on TEDx and Forbes. She's legit. Really good B-roll. Also, a lot of the coaches in the mindset and manifestation, most of them are white. So when I see somebody who's not white, immediately she stands out. Okay, moving on to the last person. This is called Career Coach Mandy. I recently discovered her and I think she's amazing. She has 51K subs. What is her channel about? Well, she says here she's a career coach and writer, so she helps people get jobs. So let's take a look at what she's selling. There's a website. So she is selling a book And I'm pretty sure she has a coaching program as well because she's a career coach. So let's take a look at her most popular videos. Now she's very interesting. So she's a career coach, but if you notice here at her popular videos and just her videos in general, she talks nothing about career. It's really interesting. She just talks about her journey as a career coach. So please make room for your dreams. Get everything you want to by being persistent and never give up. Of course, you'll make it. Now, the truth is, you've always been that girl. Your art is dying to be born. She's teaching people stuff in there, I'm pretty sure relevant to career or online business, but she's targeting the emotion of the audience, like the fears, like, will I make it? And then she said, of course you'll make it. Get everything you want by being persistent and never give up. Please make room for your dreams. This really resonates with the fear and dreams of her target audience, which is people like me trying to build an online business. And then all the stuff she says here really resonate with me. Let's take a look at her oldest video, how she started. She's very freestyling, not really following anybody. The video that caught my eye was this one. The hustle culture destroyed my brain. Here's what I'm doing to rebuild my way. This really resonated with me because I also tried hustling as a marketing agency. I really hated it. The money was there, but it's just not the way I want to live my life. When she says hustle culture destroyed my brain, here's what I'm doing instead, that really resonated with me because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. She talks like I'm a friend who's just in her living room. It's just so intimate, and it's not performative. It's not looking down on me. It's just somebody who tells all these stories, which in turn makes her very knowledgeable. I believe in her words and her experience because of all the stories she's telling. Really good storyteller. She's very authentic, and she calls out all the feelings and doubts that I have about the industry. So those are all the 9 people. What can we get from all of this? If I were to sum up, is that they all stuck to one audience, not necessarily a niche, but an audience. They know who the audience is, and then their content addresses that audience's fears and pains and aspiration, but mostly the fears and pains. And lastly, they speak to the camera as if they're their friend. They made the audience feel like they're just sitting here next to them talking about this topic. So I hope this has been helpful. And if you've been waiting to get ready to build your personal brand, this is your sign to start doing now. Normal people are blowing up on YouTube. And ready doesn't come before posting. It comes from actually posting a lot of videos, just like these guys. If you need help with your first few story videos, check out the link down below.